Hello, welcome to day 6, almost halfway through of our yarn adventure through space. Hope you guys are enjoying this, even if you're not crafting it up yet. But let's get right into opening. So day 6, I've got right here. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let us unveil the color. It is, ta-da! It is purple. As you can see, it is also called Crab Nebula. Crab, Crab Nebula. It is purple, although on my screen here it looks a little bit more blue. It's much more less blue, more purpley into my eyes. There is some pink with a little bit of white, and I'll show you why in just a second. Show you my inspiration photo. Let's share. Let's see, here we go. This is my inspiration photo for the purple. This is a photo of the crab nebula. And remember, there's not necessarily, there's many different ways to create images from things in outer space. This was actually an image that was tweeted out, and I love why they did it. That they NASA tweeted it out when Prince died in 2016, and because they had a purple image of the Crab Nebula. It's named, I'll get why in just a second, but this is one of the images they had from the Hubble telescope, which was before the James Webb came on board, and it's still operating. But then I'll show you some other images which also has some of these same colors. This image I believe is from Hubble, but you'll see some other images here. Let's see, I'll close that one out. The Crab Nebula. Look here, this is from Chandra. The first one right there is the Crab Nebula. There's a bunch of other images, but like if I click on it, you can see that's the Crab Nebula. And this one, you're adding the X-rays. Now, Chandra is another telescope that gives you X-ray images on top of the visual images that we get from Hubble, and then we also get infrared images from James Webb. So they can do a lot of things with these different layers. The Crab Nebula itself is actually a supernova remnant, which is like when a star explodes, like when you're watching a movie and they have the big explosion. It's kind of what you're seeing in space. You're seeing the like gas clouds and the shock wave when I think it's either like a star explodes or some other reason that causes it and makes that supernova. Like for example, there's an image from here's another image right well there's another image right here right there you can see from Hubble of the same Crab Nebula, which was first discovered by the Chinese and Japanese astronomers in like 1064. That's the year. So that's why they named it that. Let's see what this looks like. Knit up. Okay. So I have not finished my whole section, but here it is. Here it's looking, I guess it's looking a little more purple because it's next to these navy and blue colors. I got to go home tonight and finish. Now I have done like, let's see, one, two, three, four. Yes, I've done finished 5 sections, and I've incorporated the sequins when I changed color in the last full round when I'm doing this Batad by Stephen West. And I have been measuring with my little scale the amount of grams of the sequin yarn that I have used. And if I was going to do every section, I would need more, because I would have 11. There's 12 of them, but if I don't have to end it on I need 11. I don't think I'm going to have enough to do a full round for all 11 sections, especially because they're getting longer. But this is what I do when I modify, which maybe you guys are adventurous like that. Maybe you're not. But I am I would need like 11 to do a sequin every round, but instead I just kind of want the sequins slightly more at the top than at the bottom. So I've done 5. So now I'm going to skip one, and then I think I'm going to do 3 and then skip another one. And if I have enough left, I'll do another one at the end. So that kind of gets me more sequins towards the top and a little bit less towards the bottom. But we shall see. This is the kinds of things I do when I heavily modify a pattern. And maybe that's your jam. Maybe it isn't. But I don't mind trying things like that as long as I've got some kind of digital scale measuring in grams to help me out. Because I will like measure my little sequin yarn, like the whole thing before knitting a few rows and then after knitting through a few rows and then do the math and figure out. The same thing is going to happen when I don't quite have enough to finish this section, the whole section, as they get a little bit larger. But I've got plans for what I'm going to do. I think the last couple sections, I will not be able to finish the whole section of the batad as there. As they get a little bit longer, they're going to have to get just a little bit skinnier. So I'm going to modify that and I'll tell you what I do. And we'll see what the results are. So I hope you guys are enjoying the Crab Nebula. Very pretty purple. Way more purple in front of my eyes. This almost looks like navy there, but nope. Join with me tomorrow for day 7.